up, everybody? Welcome to the YouTube channel, and today I have a very special video which I'm gonna be talking about the absolute universe and the actual birth of the absolute universe. And I'm also gonna give you guys a reading order from the absolute universe, and yeah. Try to make this video as beginner friendly as I can't because I know it is kind of hard to understand the absolute universe and how did it actually became a universe and how everything started, because when you're a beginner it is hard, and I understand that, so I'm gonna try my best. The actual birth of the absolute universe was in DC All-In special that came out in October 2024, and that follows the main DC storyline, and it also introduces us to the beginning of the absolute universe and how did it become a thing. So it follows the Justice League Unlimited reforming into the main DC universe, and it introduces us to the absolute storyline. As I said, Darkseid is transformed with a absolute amount of cosmic power, cosmic energy, sorry. The main point of this new storyline that we are introduced to, which is the absolute universe, is Darkseid. He is the main, creation of this new storyline. But he isn't the Darkseid that we know of. He has a insane amount of cosmic power into his body, and he is just going around fighting everyone from the DC, from the Justice League, and eventually he lost one of the battles and he died. But there's a plot twist: he doesn't actually die, because the insane amount of cosmic energy that he had in his body is released into this unfinished universe that eventually will become the absolute universe that we know of. So a little recap. Darkseid is going around with this insane amount of cosmic energy, and from fighting, he eventually loses, and eventually is defeated, and eventually dies. But the insane amount of cosmic energy in his body is released into this unfinished universe that is going to be the absolute universe. Capiche? That is the easy part. I think everybody got that. It's like very easy to understand, I hope. And yeah, so again, basically this new unfinished universe is shaped by Darkseid's energy, and eventually it creates a copy, not exactly a copy, but like a copy of the heroes that we know of. And then it introduces us to Absolute Batman, which is the beginning of the reading guide for Absolute Universe. The real beginning is DC All-In special, but if you don't want to read that because you already watched the video, you can start off with this reading guide if you don't want to read the DC All-In special. So they start off the reading guide is Absolute Batman. It basically follows Bruce Wayne, but he doesn't have money, he doesn't have Alfred, he doesn't have the Wayne, he doesn't have his business, no family, no nothing. He's just Bruce Banner, but without money and without the things that make Bruce Banner Bruce Banner. And this is so fun. This is genuinely one of the best beginning of a absolute series that I have ever read. It is absolutely amazing. Scott Snyder is an amazing writer. Scott Snyder is the writer of this series, and it's just so amazing. It is absolutely insane. Absolute Batman came out in October 9, 2024. So it was like a week after the release of DC All-In special. And then we have Absolute Wonder Woman, which it is one of the best Wonder Woman series that I have ever read. And I read a lot of Wonder Woman. And this is just, again, amazing. It's just so freaking fun to read. It's basically Wonder Woman without the normal setup that makes Wonder Woman Wonder Woman. So it is a Wonder Woman without the Paradise Island, without the traditional story with the Amazons, without the fundamentally Wonder Woman. But the fun thing about all the absolutes is that they are still the characters that we know. So Batman is still have the no killing rule, and Wonder Woman is still Wonder Woman. Like, they just have a different setup, but they are still the same characters. And then next is Absolute Superman issue number 1 that came out in November 6, 2024, which I unfortunately do not have. I read Absolute Superman online, and yeah. But Absolute Superman is basically Superman that we know of, but there's no Kents, so it's just Clark. There's no, the Kent family that rescued the lost little boy. There's nothing of that. There's no Fortress Solitude. There's no traditional home with, the farm and all the Kents rescue him. As I said, the point of the Absolute Universe that I love this quote is what happens when you take away the things that normally make these superheroes powerful or privileged. And that is what the Absolute Universe is. What happens when you take what essentially makes Wonder Woman Wonder Woman? What happens when you normally take the things that make Batman Batman? What happens when you take away what makes Superman Superman? Like, it's just such a cool concept, and it's just so freaking fun. So the beginning order of the Absolute Universe is Absolute Batman, and then you can go to Absolute Wonder Woman, and then right after that you can start with Absolute Superman. And then after those three, DC came out with Absolute Flash, Absolute Green Lantern, and right after Absolute all those new titles like Absolute Flash, Absolute Green Lantern, we have Absolute Martian Manhunter, which it is by far my favorite absolute of the entire Absolute Universe. This is just amazing. This is so fun. Like, genuinely, it is my favorite absolute. I'm not saying that it is the best, but it is my favorite, and it's just so good. So yeah. And then the most recent one that we have is Absolute Catwoman by the same writers that wrote Absolute Batman. So we have Scott Snyder writing this one again, and it's just so freaking cool. It is a great beginning. There's 3 issues out, and it's just so freaking fun. It is a absolute fantastic way to read Catwoman, I think. And that's it, guys. Again, guys, these are just awesome books, and I really hope this made this is a helpful video for whoever is watching. And if you have any questions, comment down below. Please follow, that would help a lot, and like the video. I'm grateful if you do all of those things. If you don't, that's fine, just watch the entire video, that would help a lot. And yeah, I really love the Absolute Universe. So does my brother. He started reading comics because of the Absolute Universe, and it's just amazing. I really love this Absolute Universe, and I think they're doing an amazing job. DC was an amazing take to start this Absolute Universe, and yeah, I hope this was beginner friendly to whoever's watching. And yeah, thanks for watching.